Snap lightning and shit thunder. Got it? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do it the old school way. You're gonna chase a motherfucking chicken.
What? Okay. But Rocky's heart is not into it, and he's not training very hard, even though Mickey's behind him because of the complications with Adrian giving birth to their primate. Go back and look at this baby. It's the ugliest baby in film. My God. It looks like a primate popped out of this woman's vagina.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like a tennis ball with black hair. Like, it's ugly fucking kid. No way.
Is that Stallone's real kid?
It might have been.
Yeah, because they start playing his real son.
Ugly bastard.
There you go. Why don't you just
then after Adrian wakes up out of a coma after giving birth, that's a lot of blood loss, she looks at Rocky and says, "Win!" To which Burgess Meredith, a.k.a. Mickey Goldsmill, says, "What are we waiting for?" So Rocky starts chasing a chicken and switches from southpaw to traditional stance for this fight and uses a trick basically to defeat the heavyweight champion in a split second. Andrew, a split second. They both go down. Rocky beats the count. By the way, that sequence has never happened in boxing history, but was really interesting.
Yes, it has.
You've seen two guys go down and one guy get up a split second, only to be waved up. If that happened
I believe that has happened where one guy got up and the other one doesn't beat the count. Yes, of course. Of course on a double knockdown, Lee.
All right. Well, no, that part, yes. But I think one usually gets up a lot faster. But
you're saying the split second thing?
Yeah, the split second, last minute Hollywood bullshit. And once again, at the end of Rocky 2, now he's wearing the ring championship belt. I don't understand the red, white, and blue ring championship belt, right? It would have been the WBA belt, but I guess we couldn't pay for sanctioning back in 1978. Yo, Adrian, I did it. He says that a lot at the end of the film, dude. He says it a lot. Yo, Adrian. By the way, he's still stupid in Rockies 1 and 2. Now, apparently, the minute he becomes world heavyweight champion in Rocky 3, he becomes smart. And he got plastic surgery. And becomes a different looking human being. Did you not know that? That's about the era of Stallone's plastic surgery. He looks like the modern day Rocky. So Rocky goes on a 5 or 10 fight winning streak as heavyweight champion. He winds up ducking Mr. T, who's this tough dude out of Pittsburgh or Detroit or some black location. It is. It's way stereotypical black location like Baltimore or DC or something. Mr. T says a bunch of quotes about wanting to fuck Adrian, and Rocky takes the fight. Well, then Rocky loses the fight and loses his balls in the fight because during the fight, Mickey dies of a heart attack because, well, Burgess Meredith is old. My Lord, he's an old man. I mean, but I digress. Then Apollo Creed comes along.
He said 5 minutes, buddy.
I'm almost there. Carl Weathers, right? And he teaches him how to dance to white music, right? Why is that, Andrew? Why are we listening to Eye of the Tiger? That's the whitest white shit. And he's taking him to Compton to go train. And they're listening to the whitest white music ever. Am I the only one who thought that needed like a hip-hop soundtrack to make it somewhat believable?
If it was Creed, definitely that would not have been Eye of the Tiger in there.
That movie gave us Eye of the Tiger for those of you who don't know.
It's one of the greatest fight songs ever now. How many boxers from around the world have walked into the ring with the Eye of the Tiger? Come on.
You guys all guessed it. He, again, has a conversation with Adrian, who wants to know the truth. And want to know the truth. The truth is I'm afraid. I'm scared. I'm going to lose it. What are you going to lose? We haven't gotten to the truth. What's the truth, Rocky? What, do you want to break me down? Is that what you want? The fact that I know every word of that movie fucking disturbs me.
I know. I don't know if you're reading this off a script or this is top of your head.
Top of my fucking head.
You're awesome. Keep it going.
Oh my god. I don't want to lose what I got. Why is he getting smarter, okay? What is so special about the heavyweight championship that makes a punch-drunk, stupid fighter
well, I'm going to throw a name out there, man.
Read getting smarter?
I'm going to throw a name out there,
Floyd
you guys.
Mayweather?
I know everyone.
Floyd
no,
Mayweather?
fuck no. He is not smart. No. Sorry. Manny fucking Pacquiao. Come on,
you
bro.
think Manny Pacquiao got smarter?
Oh, Lee, he's a senator now. What do you mean? How did he not get smarter?
Right for him. Rocky's
it
not
doesn't
having
matter.
writers because
I'm
really in 2 movies he gives the most inspirational speech of all time.
You think Manny Pacquiao knew English when he first came out?
That's true.
So yeah,
well, he did learn English. All right, maybe if he get to start over, maybe he would learn something. But I digress. What do you want me to say? I'm afraid, okay? I'm afraid. There, you happy? Good. I'm afraid too. I'm in love with a fighter. All right. So he gets his shit together and then runs on the beach and has a gay hug with Carl Weathers in really short shorts. Right? Gayest shorts ever. And they're hugging and humping in the surf like it's a fucking Hallmark movie.
Like if boxing's running a marathon.
Right. I don't even know what that is. My God, the 80s sucked for fashion. And I grew up in it, and I went to high school in that era. Oh. All right. So they go. He has a fight, and he beats Mr. T in under. He beats the unders. The over-unders were 6 rounds, and he covered the unders in that fight, knocking out Mr. T by talking ebonics to him during the fight. You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. Okay.
Broke him down mentally, Lee.
Broke him down. You get tired. I'm not the one breathing so hard. Why are you getting smarter, Rocky? Okay, I digress. The movie I've been trying to get to, which is important for this movie because they reference the shit out of this movie. Rocky IV, the most unbelievable of the Rocky franchises, sees us now as Rocky's the heavyweight champion who is now somewhat in retirement. He's filthy fucking rich. He's smart. He's gotten better looking as the movies have progressed.
That's all true. That's all true. I told you. When that machine gets you for some reason, you get better looking. I don't know why. He's now
buying robots and Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
And this movie,
look at all celebrities. They don't look nothing like when they first start. They never do.
All right, I'm going to give you guys your review of Rocky IV so you don't have to find it before you go see Creed. Here's how it goes. The movie starts off with, once again, the black eye comment. We pick right up after he and Carl Weathers are in the gym. They're now best friends. You know, it's too bad we got to get old. You going to ring the bell? Ding, ding. Yeah, dude, I know every fucking word to those movies. It just bothers me to no end that I know them. So Rocky and Apollo spar. Apollo gives him a black eye. He comes home. His son looks at him and he goes, "Where'd you get the jacket?" "From a friend." "Where'd you get the black eye?" "Same friend." Which nobody really explains, and we just move forward to the next morning where Rocky's washing his car and Carl Weathers is in a pool throwing tennis balls to not Felicia Rashad. Can I point this out? They switched out Carl Weathers' wives. You know this, right?
Okay. No, what are you talking about?
We first see Apollo's wife in Rocky IV, by the way.
You mean change the character?
Yeah, they changed the character. I don't know who the original woman is that plays. Wait, I suppose I should look it up to be a nice guy, but I don't know who his wife is in Rocky IV. But right, or maybe that's the girlfriend he took to the fight. That's important, Andrew. Comes into play. Maybe he took the girlfriend to the fight, and it wasn't his wife.
Same girl. That's the same girl.
You think that's the wife, right?
Yeah.
It's not Felicia Rashad. Felicia Rashad is the one who plays his wife in Creed and Creed 2. I know this. I am a fucking Rocky expert.
Okay.
Rocky, so he's in the pool, he's throwing tennis balls, and he's got a TV and an electrical cord next to the pool, and nobody seems to be disturbed. The dogs are running around with an electrical cord and a swimming pool and a TV sitting on a chair next to the pool. Am I the only one who gets how crazy that is? Would you let the kids run around the pool with an electrical cord?
No.
Right. And he's got dogs, which are way less trainable than Junior. Way less. Although Junior, just for giggles, probably would throw the TV in the pool just to see what happens while Daddy's in the pool. What do you mean it hurts, Daddy? Just get used to it now, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I love Junior. All right. So he's tossing the tennis balls. He sees a Russian champion who is married to the guy's name is Ivan Drago. Important. You're going to have to see Rocky IV to go see Creed 2 because they're doing drops left and right. Right? So, you okay? What was that?
My coffee.
All right. How's your coffee? Do you have enough of it?
Almost. Nope. It's almost gone. That's probably what you heard.
You're gonna have to send in for the tax, right?
No, that's my second extra large. I'm good.
All right. So here are the people you need to be aware of that are going to carry over to Creed 2, right? Dolph Lundgren, who plays Drago. Sylvester Stallone, who is now getting smarter and smarter in every movie. And Brigitte Nielsen makes an appearance in Creed 2, by the way. Okay, I digress. So Ivan Drago, a Soviet boxer, arrives in the United States with his wife, Lodmia. Really? That's really what her name is? A Soviet swimmer and a team of trainers from the Soviet Union and Cuba. His manager, Nikolai Koloff. By the way, this is so racist towards Russians, this movie. Like, they couldn't do anything. Like, this is the era of non-politically correct, but I'm going to tell you guys point blank. This movie is so politically incorrect towards Russians, it's ridiculous. He takes the opportunity to promote Drago and show him around the U.S. This video is seen by Apollo, who's busy trying to get electrocuted in the swimming pool. So Apollo decides, you're going to train me, Rocky, and I'm going to go fight this guy at the MGM Grand, and I'm going to have James Brown singing Living in America. Ha! Touch myself. All right, so they come out to way too much James Brown filler music, right? Living in America, ha-da-ha, huh! Right? Got that whole thing going. Then Rocky comes out, and Burt Young is with him, Paulie's with him, and they fight, and the Russian beats the shit out of him. He comes back to the corner, and he's like, bro, I got to throw in the towel. And he goes, you're not going to stop it no matter what. And so he doesn't, and he's killing him and beating the shit out of him, which, by the way, I can't imagine an American referee not stopping this fight when it was already out of hand. But what the fuck? We need to make the story work, right? That's, by the way, for anybody who...
I just like how his head's bleeding at the end.
Right. And then, of course, we go to the Ivan Drago clip, because that's the hallmark of all Rocky movies. He looks down at Rocky, and with the flash of the camera, literally at the same time, if he dies, he dies. Okay? So then Rocky decides, after burying his best friend and crying about it, and then going to Mickey's grave and crying about it, we then have another montage with this shitty music by his brother this time, right? That montage is awful. It's like a bad music video, right? So we get through that, and he comes home, and Adrian's waiting there, and they have a speech with the "You can't win" speech, right? That's what's famous in Rocky 4. The "You can't win." So he goes, "Yo, Adrian, always telling the truth." That's what he actually says. And so he gets into the car. I got to do this bullshit, which I don't understand why you got to do this, but I get a fucking gun if my friend got done like that. I don't know why I got to do it in a boxing ring. Just put a fucking bullet in his head. You're the heavyweight championship of the... Call your promoter and put a bullet in his head. Like, what are you doing? But I digress. Really, I couldn't believe that his whole plan to get revenge was to fight this dude in Russia on Christmas.